So, empaths, I want you to remember one thing very powerful. In everything that you do, when it comes to relationships, try to date. Don't even try, just do it anyway. Date people that are in your similar frequency. Okay? Date other empaths, date other high vibrational people. Don't date low vibrational people. They are going to cause you a lot of pain. For the ones who have seen it, will know it. Now, I like sharing with you guys stories because sometimes these stories, they bring a lot of light on so many issues that we have already been dealing with over time. An empath is a person who will unconsciously break someone's ego, okay? Because remember that empaths, they are not very pretty much deep into their ego. They have an ego. Everybody has got an ego, but empaths have got a way of regulating their ego. They don't usually let that ego take over them, over their lives. So this story I want to share with you guys. So there was a time there was this occasion was coming from somewhere. That was back then with this toxic person. So as I remember, I think it was something about money. I forgot the money at home. Actually, I forgot the money at home. So went to this occasion. I had money in two different parts. So there was there was some money. I went with this money, and another money I left it at home. I didn't know that actually I'd left this money at home. So we went to this party. Everything was nice. We enjoyed and had fun and everything. And then it was time to go. So I was thinking that, okay. So I started looking around, checking my wallet, preparing because we needed a taxi in that time. So I'm looking around for the money, and I think I'd put that money in my jacket somewhere. So I'm holding my hands in the jacket, and I'm realizing that the money which we needed, was at home. So I was telling this person. In those days, of course, I hadn't yet figured out that this person was toxic or what. So in those days, I was like, okay, you know what we do? Let's ask those guys for a lift. There was a couple of friends of us who were sitting with us. So I told this person, let's ask them for a lift because they're actually anyway, they're going to the same direction. So let's ask them for a lift. Actually, I didn't ask. I straight away asked them for a lift. I was like, guys, do you know, can you actually give us a lift? Because we had, a little bit had some few drinks and everything. I was like, can you guys actually, do you mind anyway dropping us home? Oh, the guys were like, yeah, with pleasure and everything. Like you are there and everybody's okay to help and stuff like that because we didn't come with our transport in that time. So me, what I didn't know, I was asking for something that this toxic person couldn't even attempt to ask for that matter. So this thing became a problem. Oh, why do you bother my friends and ask them for a lift and blah, blah, blah and everything. So me, I didn't know that actually I'd caused a narcissistic injury in that time. You see, that's the difference with empaths. Empaths, you can do something organically and naturally. And you cannot even feel like there's any harm involved or you have not done any harm because you really feel it's a genuine thing. But a toxic person is going to see that thing as a threat to their ego. So that's what happened in that day. And then there was a fight. This, how could you do this and how could you do that? And then I started to see the silent treatment went on from that time. So that's when I started to see this narcissistic. Most of the times empaths will bring out the darkness in narcissists by just simply being our authentic self. You see, when you're your authentic self and you have nothing to hide, toxic people sometimes they will start to reveal themselves because now you started to do things that they are not aware, they are not sure of, or they have never done before, and they don't know how to handle that kind of situation. So what to learn from this video is that a lot of times empaths, you will usually find yourselves being as authentic as you can be, and there's no pressure. You know, you're not doing authentic stuff to impress anyone. You're not doing anything to prove anybody wrong or to step over anybody's head or whatever, or to take any power from them. You're not doing things to hurt anyone. You are simply doing things out of your authentic nature. But let me tell you something. There is things you are going to do are going to rub toxic people the wrong way. A lot of toxic people don't want to be seen, and they don't want their secrets to come out. So they don't want people to know who they are. You know what I mean? They don't want people to know their little dirty secrets. So most of the times when they're with an empath, it may come to that point where an empath may actually reveal that secret without even trying. Even sometimes they don't even know it was a secret in the first place. So because these people, like I've told you, they are vibrating truth, authenticity, justice, and love. So that is their nature. That's how they move. And of course, plus these other qualities that they have got within them. Their spirit is a very clean spirit. So they do things and they move in a way that just simply is a simple natural movement and behavior. There is things that you can do. Let me promise you, empaths, it doesn't matter what it is. It is going to bring out the demons in those toxic people. And they're going to feel it. So it's going to be a very big crack in their ego, you know? So those are going to be the red flags that you are actually dealing with a toxic person. When you start to do things and everything you do is like triggering them. You're just doing things authentically, you're moving. Have you ever been with a narcissist at home? And you woke up one day and you just decided to do the natural things, the simple little natural things. And for some reason you see this narcissist getting irritated. What is wrong with you? Why do you decide to wear slippers when you're leaving the house? Huh? Or why do you decide to wear that kind of makeup? It even smells funny, or it smells this. There is something that you're going to do authentically and genuinely that they are going to see as a threat to their ego. I'll just give you an example, but there can be so many scenarios we can talk about. So toxic people, they are operating within the ego. And I don't even know why toxic people are drawn to empaths when they know that they cannot handle that energy. It's very, very disturbing and stupid. Why would a toxic person try to get drawn to an empath and stay around an empath when they know they cannot handle that energy? If you come to think of it, it's a waste of time. Because you're completely, that's why you see a lot of times empaths are being punished in those relationships. Because everything they do, it is always feeling like you are reminding the narcissist of everything that they are not. How does that person do this? How are they able to speak like that? How are they able to manage their life? You know, anything that you do authentically, because that is who you are, is a threat to the narcissist ego. You are showing them, it's like you're trying to reflect them everything that they are not. That is where the fights are coming from. That's why you hear a lot of times they are going to explode. They are sometimes going to rage and stuff. You know, the abuse is going to kick in because you are showing them everything that they are not. So for me, when it comes to relationships, I would strongly recommend empaths to remember empaths. I know sometimes it's hard because you don't even know who you are in the first place. But I know if you start getting into this awareness, it is high time you start to look for people that are in your frequency. Okay, don't run around because a woman has got a very nice body and that shape and everything. Don't just run around like that. Okay, that's not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Try to look at the person's spirit, understand what they're all about on the inside. Okay, don't try to very much be confused and be drawn to the body. The body may be just a shell, and there's no spirit inside of that person. So get drawn to the people that are in your vibrational frequency. Then at least you can actually establish and experience a very beautiful, harmonious relationship. Okay, you will give, that person will give you back. Okay, it's a give and take thing. You reciprocate that relationship between the two of you. Okay, not this kind of thing whereby you're just going to give somebody until you cannot give no more. Learn the techniques of the enemy. Learn the tactics of the devil. Learn how this enemy operates, and find the people that are meant to be for you. Okay? If you want to have a successful relationship. But otherwise, if you don't look out for the signs and everything, you ignore those red flags, you are going to keep on running into narcissists. And that is how it's always going to be, because you are a genuine soul, authentic soul. You are always going to be rubbing that person's ego. What do they call it? Fracturing that person's ego, even unconsciously, because you don't see anything wrong with what you're doing, but they see everything wrong with what you're doing. It's how it works with those narcissists. So let's know what to think about the video, guys, in the comment section below. I've been on the video marathon today, so you made guys see me. I'm even wearing the same clothes, actually. I've been on the video marathon for some reason. The weather is good. So like the page and subscribe. Drop us a comment if you would like to. And for those of you who want to book a session or even donate or support my channel, all the links you need, you will find them in the description below. And until then, I will catch you guys in my next one. Denzomos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.